One Piece returned from its break with chapter 1074, and while it wasn't the strongest chapter in the Egghead Island arc so far, it was still one that blew away fans' minds. The last chapter focused on multiple events at once, as has been the case for quite a good portion of this arc, and this chapter was, more or less, the same. It covered the drama on Egghead Island and then went on to deliver a short glimpse of a very sad flashback to the fans, before finally revealing a very big secret that had been kept for years. The chapter itself was quite enjoyable for the fans, and quite a few big secrets revealed in it only make things even more intriguing. With One Piece 1074, Egghead Island is now moving towards its climax, and things can't get more intense in the One Piece world at the moment. The introduction of MK3. One of the most important things in this week's One Piece chapter came with the Pacifistas. As fans know already, the Seraphim are the completed version of the Pacifista. However, that certainly doesn't mean that there are no other versions in between. After all, Dr. Vegapunk was constantly working on these human weapons and trying to perfect them. The model that fans saw during the Paramount War were the very first ones, while the ones that the Straw Hats defeated on Sabaody after the timeskip was slightly better. This chapter introduced fans to MK3, an improved version of the Pacifista that, according to the world government officials on Egghead Island, far surpassed the power of the one the Whitebeard pirates fought in the Summit War. The Pacifista, MK3, was seen moving against the world government officials on the orders of Sentomaru. MK3 is, somehow, aided with a bubble-like power that allows it to defend itself from any incoming attacks. It also lets it attack and subdue enemies very effectively. Despite having a plethora of world government officials around it, MK3 was able to subdue the danger very easily. Sentomaru went on to mobilize all 50 of MK3 present on Egghead Island in an attempt to help the Straw Hat Pirates and Dr. Vegapunk escape safely. Evidently, this is going to be a very big battle with the incoming fleet of the Navy and the world government. Kuma's story. Perhaps the most intriguing part of the chapter came when Bonnie was seen interacting with the memory bubble of Bartholomew Kuma. Fans expected this to come sooner or later, and, thankfully, Oda tackled it a bit in this chapter. After interacting with the bubble, Bonnie saw a flashback of Bartholomew Kuma's life. As a kid, it appears that Kuma was beaten by the people of the Sorbet Kingdom, where he grew up. While not clear, it appears that Kuma was special in some way, and was sought after by either the world nobles, or other evil entities for some reason. To this end, they went on to threaten the people of the kingdom and wanted them to hand over a little boy to them. This was a torturous experience that he described as being worse than death. By the looks of it, Kuma had already been there once and had experienced living hell on earth and would prefer death to it. Due to his resistance, he was beaten bloody by his own people despite being a mere child. Bonnie, seeing her own father being treated so viciously, was not able to take the entire pain. Because of that, the flashback was interrupted. However, Bonnie soon resorted to taking the entire pain by herself, and, as a result, the flashback is most likely to continue in the upcoming chapters. Vivi's return. On Egghead Island, the Straw Hat Pirates are now ready to look for Dr. Vegapunk. While everyone starts looking for him, Zoro and Luffy are waiting in the lap buffets. It appears that Shaka knows exactly where Bonnie is. However, Vegapunk seems to have disappeared. The entirety of the crew is currently looking for him with the exception of Luffy and Zoro. Shaka also brings up a curious case of the Frontier DOMs not functioning properly. While one can easily discard it as unnecessary information at first, this is very important. It appears that there is someone on Egghead Island who is going against Dr. Vegapunk. It certainly is not Stussy or Sentomaru, which leaves one of Vegapunk's very own bodies. It is possible that one of the satellites of Dr. Vegapunk is actually a traitor and working against him actively. How and why this is the case is not yet known. However, more light could be shed on this later on in the story. At the same time, fans were also treated with a very surprising turn of events when Big News Morgans was focused on as well. It appears that Princess Vivi is currently with him, along with King Wapol of the Black Drum Kingdom. Vivi appears to be safe and sound, thankfully. However, she doesn't look too happy with Big News Morgans. Morgans wants to portray Luffy as the capturer of Dr. Vegapunk and sensationalize the events going on Egghead Island. It appears that he has big plans for the ongoing events, and the next few chapters will most likely flesh them out a bit more. One Piece. 7 devil fruits Blackbeard would love to steal. Blackbeard is one of the Yonko of the Sea in the New World in One Piece and an incredibly mighty pirate. His rise to absolute power happened recently, following the Paramount War that ensued shortly before the 2-year timeskip. At some point during the timeskip, he rose to the position of Yonko and eventually acquired even greater power by forming great alliances but, more importantly, acquiring mighty devil fruits. Blackbeard's crew is known to be on a special lookout for devil fruits. Given that he has the ability to steal powers and even consume more than one, there are tons of devil fruits that he has set his eyes upon. What's more, Blackbeard's entire pirate crew has now become full of powerful ability users, and they're not done with their hunt just yet. Several devil fruits are within their sights at the moment. Mero Mero no Mi. The Mero Mero no Mi or Love fruit is a Paramecia type of devil fruit and Boa Hancock is its current user. It grants her the ability to turn everything into stone with various close and long-ranged attacks, shaped like hearts. Most of its attacks don't require lust to function as it can even turn inanimate objects to stone, such as cannonballs. It has a specific technique, called Mero Mero Mellow attack that does work on lust. In chapter 1059 of One Piece, Blackbeard attempted to kill Boa Hancock to obtain her fruit but failed, showing this powerful fruit as one he's been wanting for a while. Hito no Mi, model, Nika, formerly known as the Gomu no Mi for over 1,000 chapters. The truth about this supposedly Paramecia fruit was revealed during Monkey D. Luffy's fight against Kaido. Its true nature being a mythical zone, the Hito no Mi, model, Nika is one of the most wanted fruits because of its power in the Joy Boy title. Blackbeard would undoubtedly want to access this overpowered devil fruit as its power is feared by the world government. Cage no Mi. The Cage no Mi is a Paramecia-type devil fruit whose user is the former Shichibukai that the Straw Hats defeated during Thriller Bark, Gecko Moria. This fruit grants its user the ability to control their shadows, including their own. This also includes stealing shadows by cutting them and giving them to corpses. One of its most overpowered abilities is to revive a corpse with the shadow's personality. The last time fans saw Moria, he was on the Pirate Island, which is Blackbeard's territory. Blackbeard, having already killed his crewmate Absalom for his devil fruit, could put Moria next on the list. Guro no Mi. The Guro no Mi is a Logia type of devil fruit that belongs to God Enel, an antagonist Luffy defeated in the Skypiea arc. This devil fruit is extremely powerful and allows the user to transform into and create electricity. According to Nico Robin, this fruit is deemed one of the few invincible fruits. Enel's whereabouts were revealed in One Piece's 9th cover story where he left for outer space and met with space robots. It's currently unknown if he will resurface in the story, but as of now, he is inaccessible to Blackbeard. Nonetheless, his fruit is one that Blackbeard would definitely want. Uo no Mi, model, Seryu. The Uo no Mi, model, Seryu is a mythical zone-type devil fruit whose current user is fallen former Yonko Kaido, the king of the beats. He had been given this devil fruit by Big Mom during the God Valley incident. This devil fruit grants him the power to turn into a gigantic azure dragon, along with its other hybrid forms. With the recent fall of Kaido, it's possible Blackbeard could take advantage of that to acquire this legendary fruit of the former emperor of the sea. Tori no Mi, model, Phoenix. The Tori no Mi, model, Phoenix is a mythical zone-type devil fruit consumed by the former right hand of the late Whitebeard, Marco the Phoenix. The devil fruit allows its user to turn into a blue flame phoenix with incredible healing and restorative abilities, among others. Blackbeard would be keen on collecting more zone-type devil fruits and seeing his history with Marco during the Payback War, this devil fruit could be high on his list. The Mera no Mi, or Flare fruit, is a Logia that belonged to Porcas d'Ace before his death. Now having been inherited by Sabo, his brother, this fruit grants its user the ability to create and transform into fire. While Blackbeard has had the opportunity to kill Ace after their fight and steal his devil fruit, it benefited him more to hand him over to the Marines at the time. Thanks to that, he became one of the Shichibukai. In Dressrosa, however, Teach sent Jesus Burgess to win the fruit for him in the battle in Kurita Coliseum. While Burgess failed, it gave fans a confirmation that this fruit was one the Yonko was heavily interested in. That's a wrap for this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more amazing videos very soon.